Hey, welcome to another episode of Music Tips and Reviews with JG. Appreciate y'all for watching. Haven't been up here in a while. Again, welcome to my show. Welcome to my channel. Kind of changed location, so it's not the same setup. So in transition, until I get a new setup. But appreciate y'all for tuning in. Had to still continue with the content for you guys. And I thought I'd do this album. I haven't did this album yet. TLC, CrazySexyCool album. Love it. Classic album. I remember when I was young, and I know this is a crazy memory, but I remember going to Pizza Hut. I know y'all remember those Pizza Huts where you go in and sit down, and they had this thing where you can put money in and play the songs you like. And every time I went to that, put the money in that machine, the music machine, I would pick one of the TLC songs, like Digging on You, Red Light Special, Creep. And those were the songs during those times, those 90s. And I'm looking forward. I want to do more 90s albums, reviews. I think we need to go back more to these classic albums in the 90s because they kind of set the trail for a lot of these albums and the sound that we hear in today's world, and so today's music world. And so I want to go, review this album. Classic album. And the thing I loved about TLC, that everybody in this group really contribute to the greatness of TLC. T-Boz, Left Eye, may she rest in peace, and Chili. They all contribute great success to this album, even though financially, like they discussed when they won the Grammy, they didn't hardly get a lot as far as financially because of the contractual things that they went through. But the album was a success. Crazy Sexy Cool. I just love the album cover. It really fits the vibe of the album, especially the interludes. Like, we were missing interludes these days. I love the way it started off. Diddy had a big part of this album as well. Jermaine Dupri, Dallas Austin. I love the way the interlude come in, interlude. And then Creep, produced by the great Dallas Austin. I just love the sound, that he had with them. Of course, later on, Chili and Dallas had a child. That kind of interfered with Chili being in the group. If y'all saw the movie and in real life, those things happen, especially in the music industry. It was kind of hard, being an artist and then having a child because, it kind of interfered with the success of their music career. Kick Your Game. I kind of wish they did more with Jermaine Dupri. I think Jermaine Dupri did a good job with them on this album, with Kick Your Game. And y'all know, he had Escape during this time, and they were a successful group. And he started working with a lot of female groups during this time, especially TLC and Escape. Case for the Fake People, great track. I think the beginning of this album, the momentum of the first half of the album, just classics after classics. I wouldn't say hits, classics after classics, as far as songs on the beginning of this album. And I hate to say, near the end of the album, it kind of it kind of died. It kind of went down, as far as the momentum, but still a classic album. Crazy Sexy Cool interlude, Red Light Special, Babyface. You can't go wrong with a Babyface track. That was classic. And infectious R&B chords, that DX7, that Rhodes, that classic vibe that he has on his song. Waterfalls, I love when they did those songs that really make you think. It really goes into what happens in society, in real life. People die from diseases, people just different walks of life, the way they live life. And I love they did songs like this, like Unpretty, songs in that vein. Intermission, Let's Do It Again. I love the vibe to that song. If I Was Your Girlfriend, a twist on Prince song. And I love the Did It interlude, Sexy. Take Our Time vibe. That's a vibe right there. Can I Get a Witness? I like their chemistry between TLC and Busta Rhymes. I love that chemistry. Switch was okay. Jermaine Dupri, and Something Wicked This Way Comes. And that Outkast, they were signed to LaFace at the time, so they kind of kept it in the family in some cases, as far as the artists that was signed to LaFace, because TLC was signed to LaFace, but a lot of interference with sub labels. Pebbletone, Pebbles was like their manager, and Pebbles said that she didn't have nothing to do with those confusions with the contracts, why they didn't get paid like they should have, because Crazy Sexy Cool was a classic album and they didn't really get the financial success that they deserved on this album. But at the same time, songwriters want their cut, producers want their cut on the album, and that's how the industry went, and still that's how the industry goes. But overall, the whole package of this album was incredible. Like I said, each one, a lot of songs, I understand the formula. T-Boz really comes in with the song, and then especially the R&B stuff. And I heard that Left Eye really had a problem because she couldn't be as much involved in Crazy Sexy Cool than the first album they had, Ain't Too Proud to Beg. But I just love the formula they had, especially on the Babyface songs. He knew the formula that would make them a hit record. And my favorite songs, I love Creep with those horns, them classic hits at the beginning, and throughout the song. Kick Your Game, Digging on You, just that vibe, that classic Babyface chord progressions on that song. So it's amazing album. Of course, like I said, T-Boz come in, and then Chili on that bridge really brings the song home. On those songs, Digging on You and Red Light Special. And so as I give my rating, and because the first half of the album is so classic, I have to give it a 9 out of 10. I have to give it a 9 out of 10 because every song at the beginning of this album, almost near the end, is you play it over and over again and never get tired. You never get tired of these songs. I just thought about it. I can play Creep 100 times and I never get tired of it. It's just the formula and the production on this album, and T-Boz, who has a tone like T-Boz? And that's what I love about T-Boz. She has her own tone. And I remember years ago I got to meet her. Great, nice person, and great album, Crazy Sexy Cool. And let me know what y'all think. Give me a comment. Let me know what you would rate this album, and appreciate y'all for watching. Like I said, new location, kind of getting transitioned into a new setup, and so appreciate y'all for watching. You know, I had to still come up with that content, even though I'm in transition moving. But appreciate y'all for tuning in. You know, a lot of more interviews, a lot of more reactions on this channel, Music Tips and Reviews with JG. So appreciate y'all for tuning in. Appreciate y'all support. And until next time. All right, peace.